I'm hanging on by a fucking thread.
What do you mean?
I'm just so sick of this shit, man. It's just all this stuff. Welcome back to another episode of Live from the Chateau. My name is Jake. The fucking bag of shit sitting next to me is Braden. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this apartment. Fuck everything. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm tired. I don't want to do this shit. I just want to sit in a goddamn Cracker Barrel and mix honey and butter together on a small plate and dunk biscuits in it for the rest of my fucking life. But instead, I'm here going to work, clocking in, clocking out, doing menial tasks. And I'm just ready to end it all. And the only thing keeping me grounded is that for 3 weekends in a row now, I have went and got a new tattoo every
That's
fucking
good.
weekend.
That's cool. Do you want to show them
What's
off?
the only thing holding you here right now?
Literally, if I'm being extremely, extremely honest,
Yeah.
my daughter.
Me and Braden are both girl dads.
You better shut the fuck up.
Me and Braden are both girl dads.
He has a cat.
I have a cat that I love.
That's not the same thing.
It is the same thing because I love. Do you love your daughter?
Shut the fuck up.
Would you die for her?
Yes.
I would die for Selena.
No, you fucking.
You're right. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I'd throw that bitch in front of a train.
I wish you'd throw me in front of a train.
I wish somebody was strong enough to throw me in front of a fucking train. I'm so sick of this shit. Hey, if I see one more post about C-Bum, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Why are people so obsessed with him?
Because he has a mustache.
But there's so many bodybuilders out there. Why are they obsessed with him? Because he has a lisp?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just sick of this shit. Did you see what Kanye said?
Yes, he's a Nazi. Hey, that's number 2. That's the thing keeping me here is to see what next Kanye has said.
You know what? That's a really good point. I don't want to leave yet.
I want to see how this turns out.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem with Kanye. How far do you think he'll go?
I mean, it's pretty far right now.
Do you think he starts wearing the swastika on the red band?
Oh my God.
You know what's crazy? I don't think that's far off.
I don't either.
So he didn't say that he was like a Nazi. He said that he sympathizes with the Nazi party and Hitler.
He also said that he understands Hitler.
Understands Hitler. But my favorite thing that he said was that he was like, yeah, man, Hitler was trying to go to art school. We're both artists. And I was like, there's so much. There's so much right there to unpack. That would be like me being like, me and Henry Cavill are basically the same guy. Because I saw him have a pair of New Balance shoes. I have a pair of New Balance shoes. Same dude.
Hey, but Kanye, didn't Hitler kill a fuck ton of people? We both went to art school, man. We both went to art school. I don't see any difference.
He's like, everybody's like, hey, Kanye, didn't Hitler kill a ton of Jews? Kanye's like, I'm on my way there. I'm getting there. I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that I have an ex that's a vegetarian that I'm embarrassed of. How does Kim feel right now? I had an ex. I have an ex. I have an ex who had a pet turkey.
Didn't you date that Hitler motherfucker?
Literally. When Kim on Kim's Tinder, is it do you think it's just like Kim Kardashian 30 I don't know how old she is, 38, 37. And then her bio is just The bar is on the fucking ground.
Don't. It just says, "Don't be a Nazi."
Literally, like you go on a date with Kim Kardashian. It's like, so what's your type? And she's like, I just really love guys who like aren't Nazis. And it's like, okay, this is like a big red flag in like dating for me. Have you ever met someone? I'm gonna say Braden was fortunate enough to find his soulmate on the first try because he's a big piece of shit.
I'm just lucky.
Yeah, and the rest of us are out here mowing through these whores on Earth. And
good God,
I went on a date with a girl one time, and we went to P.F. Chang's, like right up here at the beautiful horses, big stone horses.
It's
outside.
One of the only.
Can we steal one of those?
I would love one of those.
How much do you think they weigh?
They're huge. I didn't realize how big
they're
they
not
were.
real stone though, right? They're like
they
hollow,
have
probably.
to be.
Oh, you think?
I'm pretty sure they were there before P.F. Chang's was there.
What if those are like 80? Braden, wait. What if those are the 4 horses that the apocalypse rides in on? And all these
just decorated
all these mega over in Israel and like over in Jerusalem, they're like, and I saw 4 horsemen ride in. Their names were Death. Blah. And somebody's like, oh my God, where are the 4 horsemen? And they're like, Birmingham, Alabama, right outside the P.F. Chang's. That's the horses. It's those 4 horses,
dude. P.F. Chang's is one of the only. You know, it's a chain, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the only chains I fuck with.
Yeah, that's true. I don't fuck with many chains. I fuck with Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A.
I fuck with Chick-fil-A.
I'm a signature member. I'm a signature member in Chick-fil-A.
All right.
Quick flex. If any of y'all are.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, so I meant like sit down restaurants. Like,
oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of the only like restaurants that I would actually be like, oh, this to me is almost like on par with a like local unique restaurant.
That, and if I'm ever like, all right, honey, we're going somewhere nice tonight. Like, we're going, order whatever you want. I got it.
Yeah.
I'll go to an Olive Garden. But didn't you work in an Olive Garden?
I did.
Didn't you say that the amount of people that find it okay to propose in an Olive Garden is astounding?
I witnessed at least one. Oh. I think my friend witnessed another one.
You're not the only one that said that either. I found like a Reddit page one time that was like, it was like a manager of an Olive Garden. And she was like, I'm not kidding. Like around Valentine's Day and like the New Year and stuff. She was like,
so weird.
I mean, here's the thing. Don't we all know that Olive Garden like isn't it a trope at this point? Right?
What do you mean a trope?
Like if you're a guy, like I don't know, if I ever get married, I'll put a lot of thought into like the proposal.
Right.
What part of the thing happens?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
To where you're like,
where you work
Olive Garden. That's the place. That's the place.
Dude, working there, I worked as a dishwasher for about 3 months, and then I worked as a waiter for about 3 months. It was during one semester of college, and I had both those jobs during one semester of college. And as a dishwasher, I got to work in the kitchen, and I'm not kidding, everything's pre-cooked.
Oh, yeah.
They take stuff and just throw it in a pan to heat it up. I'm not kidding. Everything's pre-cut. There's no it's not. I mean, it is. I think it's as real as you can get for a chain like that, like a big chain.
But I mean, also it's pasta.
That is true.
It's not like it's a fillet.
Well, they do have a lot of fancy stuff there, but it's all just the same. They have the same staples and they mix it up differently. So it'll be just a different pasta but the same exact sauce and same exact chicken. So what the chefs will do is they'll cook up the chicken and the pasta and just throw it on the chicken and the sauce and just throw it on a different thing of pasta. And like that's like 90% of their menu. It is kind of nauseating.
You know what I'd kill my mother for right now?
Oh shit.
Ciabatta roll. Sliced.
Oh.
Mayo on either side, right in the pan, toasted. Crispy. Fried chicken cutlet, real thin. Drizzle of sriracha.
Yeah.
Thick slices of mozz. Melted with the torch. Melty. Spinach. Fresh Roma tomato. Cracked black pepper. Fuck me up. Anyway, so I was on a date with this girl at PF Chang's.
Right.
And it wasn't gonna go well, and I knew that. Pretty much from the beginning. But we went to the Chang, and I was like, all right. I was like, well, here we are, and I don't really like you, and you don't really like me, so
Yeah.
I guess we should waste a couple hours together. So we go to sit down, and she was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. She was like, will you order me a blah 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 something? She said like a sweet tea or something like that. I was like, yeah, sure. The waiter comes over, super polite guy. He's Asian, very nice guy. No accent though, no accent.
Okay.
No accent on the Asia, which I always feel weird when people like, God, I have such bad ADHD. This is crazy. But anyway, so she comes back from the bathroom, and she sits down and she goes, "Gosh, I'm so nervous." And I was like, "Oh, I'm not." I was like, "I'm not making you nervous." She was like, "No, not you." I was like, "Oh, okay, thank goodness." I was about to say, like, I'm cool, ha ha ha. Please hold my hand.
Yeah, you're not that cool.
No, and and so he comes back, and
Oh no.
yeah, I'm glad you see where this is going.
Is this going where I think it's going?
Yeah, it's going. Yeah. So he comes back and he's like, "Do you guys know what you want to eat yet?" And she's like, and she just doesn't really say anything. And then I was like, "Can you give us like just a couple more minutes?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Just wave me over." I was like, "All right, cool." And he walks away, and she goes, "Whew." I was like, I was like, "What do you?"
Oh,
I was like,
no.
"Are you okay?" She was like, "Yeah." She was like, I don't know. She was like, "A lot of Asian people make me really nervous." And then before I can say anything, she goes, "Or really any kind of foreigner."
See, that's not at all where I thought this was going.
Okay. And I was like, I was like, why? And she like muttered like some sort of weird, like inconspicuous thing that I didn't even know what she was really talking about. But she was like, yeah, she was like, they just she was like, even when I was a kid, like I'm just very uncomfortable around like foreign people. And I was like, oh. I was like, well,
That's
I
racist.
was like, you definitely picked the wrong place to eat. Ha ha ha. And she was like, yeah. I said that once again as a joke, and then she was like, yeah, I did. And I was like, oh wow. I was like, she's serious, fuck.
Good Lord.
And then, we talked, and immediately after we said that, I was like, well, this is gonna go nowhere. I was like, so we ought to just spin this ball. Somewhere in the conversation down the line, she referred to African Americans as foreigners. I was like, because I think I ended up asking her, I was like, so like, is it just Asian people or something like that? And she was like, no. She was like, Asian people, like Middle Eastern people.
Is she like trailer park trash or she's
No,
like privileged?
she's like high class
That's
white.
worse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this would almost be better if you were like uneducated.
Yeah.
But instead, she's intelligent. Which just goes to prove my point, and this is something that I harp on very intensely. If at this point in the world you look at someone that's a different color than you or a different anything than you, and you're like, oh, I dislike them because of that thing that sets them apart.
We're never making it off this planet.
Literally, I just want a nice plot on Neptune that I can die on.
Oh, did you see the new? They found a picture, or like they're starting to realize that one of Saturn's moons is like might be inhabitable
That'd be
for
chill as
us.
fuck. Dude, what a cool way to say, like, oh, where did you like one of Saturn's moons? That's such a weird. Hey, I want to say this: if we go to another planet and live there, God's definitely not real then, right?
Yeah, like
Because
if I get to Saturn's moon,
if I can fuck off.
no, hold on. If I get to say I live on Saturn's moon, I'm not gonna say anything about Jesus dying.
Here's
on the
the problem:
cross.
if I'm on Saturn's moon and someone gets off the spaceship and goes, "Oh, we made it here. Thank God." I'll shoot you in the head. We're not bringing that shit over here. We tried it over there. We tried it over there.
And it turned real bad.
Yeah, you know what'd be funny is if I can see Christians trying to like work it into like the Bible. Like they would like
I bet they will.
we land on Neptune and then some dumb bitch priest like just shows up and he's like it's a shame that this planet doesn't have a book written of what's this in the folds of my robe. And he just starts reading and it's like, in the beginning, the world was without form and void. And God said, and then he somehow makes it like be Neptune's or Saturn's moon.
It's the promised land.
It's the
The priest steps off the ship and just goes, "Ah, yes, the promised land of the Holy Lord."
He like fucks off behind the ship and like tacks down a little sign that says Garden of Eden. And then when the ship flies away, he's like, "Hey, did anybody see that?"
It's not even in Hebrew. It's in fucking English.
He's holding a paintbrush. He's just like
people look at him and he just throws it. He's like, "Did you see it? Did you see it falling behind it?" Oh,
hey guys, what do we think that says? It's like, are you telling me that on this moon of Saturn, there's English written on the...
Good God, man. No, I don't think we're ever making it off this planet.
I heard I was watching like a podcast one time with Theo Vaughn on it and Logan Paul was like, I don't want to die on this planet. And Theo Vaughn goes, he goes, that is a very rich sentence to say. He was like, most people are just like, man, I want to make it out of Louisiana.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to die on this planet.
Yeah.
I would like to die in the middle of travel to another planet. I think that'd be chill. Like if they put me on a spaceship
and you die on the spaceship?
Yeah, and then like it exploded.
That'd be a cool way to go.
That'd be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had a kid and then that kid had a kid, that'd be like my grandchild. And then like one day way down the road, he'd be like, my grandfather was actually on the first ship, the one that exploded. And everybody...
You'd have to be like an astronaut, though. Are you talking about like the first civilian?
Like the first group that they bring over there. They get all the biggest pieces of shit that are on Earth. So...
The quickest people to respond to a Facebook ad for $1,000.
It's a Facebook Marketplace ad. It's just the NASA logo. And the description says, "Get fucked." It's like, it's $500 and my dumbass clicks on it and I'm like, I'll pay you. And the NASA astronauts are like, This dumb fuck is gonna pay us. We were gonna give it to his family
Oh my
in case he
god.
dies. Who would you? Who do you think will be on like what if they perfect travel to another planet? Who's on the first ship going out there? Who are we sending on the first?
Like, okay, if I'm being real, probably military. It probably has to be some kind of military.
That's
thing.
true. Because what if there's oil on one of
Jesus Christ in heaven? I think it would probably be military, just to like, I don't know, set up military. Just to
the
make it
Space
political.
Force?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if we get there and they're burning piles of little green bodies? And we're
oh
like,
my god!
hey,
We did this
already. We tried this. Stop!
Stop! There's already a big sign that says America 2.0.
There's just a pile of alien bodies, and they're like, "Don't worry, we're putting a casino here." What are we doing? No! Not again. Elon lands next, and he's already like, "We'll find another moon." Like, fuck. But yeah, we'd probably send over military just to make sure there's nobody over there.
As far as like somebody like, I guess, important, I would see it as like almost like a luxury. Like, like if you're rich enough, you can pay to go, because it'd probably be extremely expensive to go.
Probably fuel for that thing can't be cheap.
I don't know. I don't even know if people would want to go over there.
That's the thing. I was just thinking like Warren Buffett and all these like, these big dorks, like these real big dorks.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they want to leave.
I feel like it would be the people that are like growing shrooms in their basement. Not psychedelic.
Yeah.
Not psychedelic. Like growing like mushrooms and herbal teas in their basement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like they're like, oh, there's so much to explore. And in a weird way, like, I'd say there's a little bit of part of me that would be interested in that. Like, just knowing what's, like,
I'd go.
to explore and, like, see what's up. To be like, oh, is there dragons on this planet?
I would go for sure. I don't think like what's the other guy? Warren Buffett, and then what's the other? Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Also, they piss me off when they're like, he's like, oh, my name is Bill Gates, but I still drive the Honda Civic that I drove 8 years ago. Okay, so you're an idiot?
Yeah.
So you're a moron, is what I'm hearing.
Just get a reliable new car and shut
buy
up.
a new Camry, you fuck.
Yeah.
Like, get a cool car. It's fine. Nobody is going to be like, whoa, Bill got a Hyundai Elantra. Like, nobody's going to fucking do that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I buy my clothes, I buy my jeans at Costco. And I'm like, all right, well.
I hate those people.
You're an idiot. I hate people that try and do that whole, like, rich, secluded, like the humble millionaire has to be the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
Just own it.
Yeah. Also, you know how many like millionaires and billionaires there are on the planet? Not a single one of them has tried to become anything like Batman.
That's so stupid.
Is that okay? I'm not even kidding when I say this. Right now, if someone gave me $45 billion and was like, "Hey, you're a billionaire. I'm giving you my fortune. Do whatever you want with it," I'd be like, "All right," and I would go and I would study ancient fighting techniques and train to turn my body into a living weapon, just for the simple fact that I would be like, "Yeah, I tried to be Batman."
Yeah, I would just try.
There's not even, you know what's weird? There's not even like guys trying to be superheroes out here. There's so many heroes that don't have powers.
That is really true.
Why is nobody trying to be a superhero?
I think just once you're rich, you just don't, you get comfortable. There's
you get
no
bored.
reason, yeah.
Well, here's the problem is that once you get rich, apparently you start fucking kids.
Whoa.
That's what they do. Millionaires go to islands or wherever and fuck kids.
Yeah. That's so sad.
That's so weird.
That's so weird.
Isn't it odd that there was an island
And we all know about it,
And we all know about it, and we know people that were very heavily proven connected to it, and we're all just like, yeah, they're still here. I'm like,
oh,
what do we do? My favorite thing is when people like listening to like Hillary Clinton, like every now and then somebody will be like, what happened to Epstein? And she's like, oh, Epstein was a dear friend. And I'm like, you've got to get better at this.
yeah.
You've got to get better at this.
Yeah.
like baby girl, you have got to get better at this shit. Like, please call an actor just to give you a tip.
Just give a little bit of a lesson.
My other thing that's favorite is like when they're like, yeah, when you look at his autopsy, his neck was broken from the back. They're like, what does that mean? They're like, it means his neck was snapped. And everybody's like, by a rope? And they're like, no, you can see handprints on his head. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That's always, I just always find that so bizarre.
What's your favorite conspiracy?
My favorite conspiracy. Ooh.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, we're only about 25 minutes in. This is going to get good.
Ooh, my favorite conspiracy. Just because I think it's so simple, and I find it weird that out of all the different camera angles, people still find a way to make it a conspiracy. And I still don't know where I stand on it. I think that's why it's my favorite, is the 9/11 conspiracy.
Yeah, yeah. That is a weird one. Have you ever seen the one, like, have you ever seen that, like, there's only one shot? There's only one
There's, like,
recording.
one or two videos.
Yeah.
Ever. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah, and it was in 2001.
So there are some things that I really hate about it. I hate that it really hits home when there's videos of like firefighters like not really knowing what to do, and they're all like grouped together, and there's people jumping to their death. I don't know if you heard that. They jump to their death.
Yeah.
And there's videos and you hear it.
Ooh.
And you hear the and the firefighters are like jerking every time it happens. So in a weird way, I get kind of pissed to think that if this is a conspiracy and they really did do this shit, I'm not kidding. If that ever comes out to be like true, like USA is done.
Yeah. Well, did you know, this is really funny. So the mayor of New York at the time was Rudy Giuliani. And Rudy Giuliani later tried to run for president. It did not work out for him because anytime somebody brought up a question, they were like, what are you going to do about the healthcare crisis? And he was like, I ruled New York during the September 11th tragedy. And then all these dumb Italians in New York would be like, yeah, and they would just start clapping. And he was like, thank you. But he was a real fucking meatball. And apparently there was a jewelry district directly next to the World Trade Centers that had stored a ton of gold in their basement. Like this big gold area. And Rudy, you can look this up. This is the funniest thing ever. Giuliani pulled firefighters away from rescuing people because he said there was a river of molten gold that was going to leak through the sewers of the city. Does that not sound like the most Harry Potter shit you've ever heard? Giuliani and the River of Gold.
There's no fucking way that's real.
That's real.
That's not fucking real. You just made that shit up.
I promise.
Wait, so what did he want them to do?
I don't. That's the other thing.
Like to save the gold?
I don't know. I guess scoop it up.
So what you're telling me is the mayor of New York was an Italian mobster during the 9/11 attack, and used his power as the mayor to get firefighters away from helping civilians live, and tried to save gold for his Italian mob. Yeah. Is that what you're telling me?
You know what I love? That in his mindset, he was probably like, who's going to be able to pick up the gold? The firefighters. They got them heavy, thick gloves. They'll just grab it.
Oh, my God.
That's great. Yeah, 9/11 is like a weird one. I think mine will probably always, just because it's so crazy. The pyramids is one that I'll just always come back to.
That is weird.
Pyramids are whack.
Dude, I've always, if anybody doesn't like, I'm not talking about how they built them.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about that. Go look at the box that's inside the pyramids.
Yeah.
That is like 12 foot by 14 foot. It's solid granite.
Yeah.
And it is like laser cut.
And there's so many. I hate the argument. Like, we have a friend who argues this to death with us. And he's like, well, if you get enough people together and they all believe in this one guy, and he tells them to do something, that could be done over the span of. And I'm like, dude, it's like smooth. Like, it's literally.
Not only that, the box that I'm talking about, it's smooth on the outside. It's also hollowed out.
So for those of you who don't know how you cut stone like that, today, in our world right now, the only way that you can do it is you have to have a wet saw with a diamond blade. It has to have flecks of diamond in it because of how hard.
We had to take a slight intermission due to some technical difficulties.
Which is fine.
Which is totally okay.
Now there's a cat in the room.
Boom.
Cat.
She's chill. She really is.
She's pretty cool. On God, I've never had my own cat before, like my own pet cat. But I think as far as pet cats go, she's better than yours.
Oh, my cat's awful.
Yeah, yeah. She likes new people too. Like, if there's a new person over here that's not me, she's like, oh yeah. She's like, that's what I need.
Yeah.
We were talking about like the pyramids or something.
Yeah, we're talking about something. We're talking about favorite conspiracy.
I don't know, bro. The pyramids are just sketchy as fuck.
Sketchy, man.
Like they.
It'd be different if we found precise stuff like this in other countries.
Yeah, yeah. Also, what is it that like the stones that make up the Great Pyramid, like they're not found within like isn't it like an 8-mile radius?
Yeah. No, it's like
it's further than that, isn't it? It's like a minute.
Yeah.
It's a minute for back then.
And they quarried all of those stones from there.
I don't know, man.
It's pretty
I don't
weird.
know.
I just think they had stuff that we don't. I'm not saying like a lot of people are like, oh, well, you just think it's aliens. I just think we don't fully understand because that's the other thing. That's not a conspiracy.
No.
Scientists still don't really have an explanation how they did it. I just don't know. I don't think we fully understand how advanced they were.
Yeah, I don't think we understand how ancient civilizations work. Imagine this.
All right.
You're sitting in a hospital.
Oh.
You're 12.
Right.
You have cancer.
Good God.
Yeah.
That's awful.
And the doctors are like, you're doing good. You're doing really good.
Okay.
And you're like, fuck yeah.
Okay.
And then in walks the Avengers.
Oh,
no. Earth's mightiest heroes walk in the door.
This is such a bad joke.
It's a really bad joke. That's so fucked up.
It's so messed up. But you know you're fucked when they walk in.
You really do. Like on a very real note, you're like, this is how it ends.
Yeah.
But that's why when I worked at that hospital, I would tell those kids, even before sometimes, even if they hadn't been told yet that they had cancer, I'd be like, listen, you have cancer. And if you see Captain America, you run the other way, buddy.
You're such a piece of shit.
Why am I a piece of shit? Because I'm honest with the children. The children are our future.
They didn't have cancer. told random kids they had cancer. No, you didn't.
One time a kid did come in for something that was like completely unrelated, and he was like 13, and he he had like a pretty good sense of humor, and he went, "Am I gonna make it?" And I went, "I don't know," because I mean, let's be honest, I don't know.
You don't.
No.
No, you don't.
Hey, what's up with oh my god, I almost just brought up a subject that we already talked about.
Really?
What time is it? It's 12:30. It's not even that late,
It's
dude.
not.
It's just that we both have daughters.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Hey.
I'm so sick of it. This isn't a daughter. I have a 1-year-old. Stop comparing that shit.
Don't let him talk to you like that.
Oh my fucking.
Don't let him put limits on you.
Does she wake you up at 7 in the morning?
Yeah, she does. Biting my ankles.
No, she does not.
Yeah, she does.
You're.
I lock her out of my room.
Oh my god.
Selena. She doesn't respond to her name. Why don't cats do that?
They're like too prideful.
Yeah, probably.
They have too much of an ego.
But if I throw a fucking rock at your head, you won't be too prideful.
Jesus.
I love her.
Dude, I'm sorry. Am I missing all the good movies?
Yeah, I feel like nothing good is coming out. There's a movie I want to see right now called The Menu that looks pretty cool.
Okay.
It's got Taylor-Joy in it, who's the bald, or not the bald chick, the chick with the really far apart eyes, but I find her attractive for some reason.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll pull up a picture. She's only been in like a couple things. I don't know what it is about her. She does it for me. On Taylor-Joy.
I don't know. I was just watching The Place Beyond the Pines the other day. And I don't see many movies getting made that are just unique. And even it doesn't have to be extravagant. Like The Place Beyond the Pines is one of my favorite movies, and it's just so.
What? What?
She looks like a gopher.
Yeah, she looks like an alien. I'm kind of into it.
I don't know. Just it doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be earth shattering. Just make me a just a solid movie.
It's not gonna happen. You don't think she's attractive?
Oh.
So what do you like, Braden? Huh? What do you want in a woman? What do you want?
My
You piece of shit.
fiance.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
My beautiful woman. I can taste her hair right now.
If I had a gun, the things I'd
Not
do.
even 5 seconds. Wait, what?
What's the best flavor of ice cream?
I'm terrible at asking questions because it depends on my mood. I'm sorry. It depends on my mood.
I mean, you can't ask this kid any fucking thing. You'll be like,
It
hey.
depends on my mood.
Yeah, you say that about anything,
Hey!
you fucking idiot.
Shut the fuck up.
You'll be like, oh, what are your thoughts on this?
You shut the fuck
no,
up.
you shut the fuck up.
Because after a pool day, I want some fucking sherbet. Okay?
He wants.
At night, I want a rich chocolate
Could you be
fudge.
any fucking gayer?
Shut the
I
fuck
want
up.
a sherbet.
Shut the fuck up.
You want sherbet after being in the pool? What the fuck is this, a Hallmark movie?
So at night, I will take some dulce leche, or I'll take some chocolate, or I'll take some fucking caramel.
I want to stab you between your third and fourth
After I
rib.
eat a good American cheeseburger, I want just vanilla and hot fudge. If I'm feeling kind of nostalgic and I'm with family, I get some mint chocolate chip. Fuck you.
I wish there was a something in this house high enough to hang myself.
No,
on.
you get so. I have an elaborate opinion on my ice cream.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, ask me.
What's your favorite flavored ice cream?
Coffee.
That's the most generic. Dry fucking answer.
Fucking round. Coffee, Java chip, coffee cookie crumble, whatever combination that coffee comes in, it's delicious and I fucking love it.
I love that. That's great. I'd take some of that. I'll take some of that.
It depends on the kind of mood I'm in. That's how you sound.
Honestly,
If I've just beat my wife, I want strawberry. I'm Braden.
how did you fucking know? I'm kidding. I don't mean my wife. She knows I love her to death. I don't have a wife. I have a fiance, but she's going to be a wife, so I don't know why I'm saying that.
She'll never be your wife.
Shut the fuck up.
She's going to leave you.
I'll take some Java chip.
And that's exactly how Braden will deal with her leaving. I'll take some Java chip. Do you think we were both supposed to be like Italians in New York?
No, because I don't want to fall into that category of dudes that love the fucking what are those movies? Godfather movies.
Oh, well, I think we could avoid those. We could just love food.
I see what you're saying. I do feel like we were supposed to be in some area that was more focused on like I don't know. I'm just into food.
Whatever is a good. I would just. Literally
Yeah.
anywhere. Like I've heard people talk about like just sandwiches in New York. You know how much I love a fucking sandwich.
Good fucking son.
First of all, I want to know who the fuck out there. One. Who the fuck out there was like, yo, you know how there's bread? And somebody was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. And then you know how like sometimes we have that stuff where like we fry it, like we deep fry it, and they're like, chicken? And they're like, yeah. What if like that was real thin and we cooked it and then put a salad on it and then cheese? Somebody was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he was like, wait. And then you put another piece of bread on the top. Genius.
It's fucking genius. Best chicken sandwich.
Shit. I had the Popeyes one today. That one's actually pretty good. I will say it's a little too much. It's like, okay, calm down. Like the bun's so greasy.
Oh, like it's just
over the top in every aspect.
it's like they went like
yeah, the piece of chicken looked like my calf.
Oh god.
Like it was huge. It was huge.
Yeah, your calf is pretty
The
large.
pickle on it was good, I will say. It was like a kosher style pickle, so it was pretty good.
Ooh.
It was pretty good.
But best chicken sandwich.
This is going to sound crazy, man, like genuinely pretty crazy, but honestly, if someone can consistently find me a better sandwich.
Keyword here in this answer, I think what you're about to say is
consistently. If someone can find me a better sandwich than the Spicy Deluxe from Chick-fil-A, I'll fold. I'll fold. I'll take my loss. I'll take my L, and I'll run with it, and I'll graciously accept it. But I can't go to Popeyes every time and get a good sandwich. I can't go anywhere every time and get a good sandwich. One time, I went into McDonald's and got a McChicken, and I was like, this is the greatest shit I've ever had. And then another time, I ordered a McChicken from McDonald's, and they handed me the bag, and there was just a whole alive chicken inside of it. And the lady handed it to me. She said, do you have your card? I said, yes. She said, that'll be 301. And then she handed me the bag with the chicken, and I said, there's a chicken in here. And she said, go fuck your mother.
Yeah.
That's what she told me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that's the thing. The really big key with Chick-fil-A is it's not even that. Like I think that there's been Popeyes chicken sandwiches that I've had, and even like chicken sandwiches from other places I've had. I'm like, oh, this is good, but like you go back there and it's like sometimes it's shit.
I had a Burger King chicken sandwich once, and I was like, this is really
Don't
good.
say that.
It was great.
Don't say that.
And then I went back through the next day, and there was a piece of cardboard in it.
Okay, which chicken sandwich are you talking about? Because I hope you're not talking about the sub-style chicken sandwich they have.
I don't know what it was called. I think it was called
because the sub-style chicken sandwich is like this.
I think it was called the Chiking.
Well, whichever one they had that's like this. At
It
Burger
wasn't
King,
long.
Okay, that one, somebody is taken the chicken off the sandwich. It opens.
Uh-oh.
like a book.
Uh-oh.
And it's like paper thin. No, I think I agree with you. Spicy chicken deluxe, and also something about when you get that spicy chicken deluxe and dip it in ranch.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Anything spicy with ranch is just...
it's just fire. God, I'm so hungry now.
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
Talking about ice cream and everything.
Yeah.
Wait, so Java chip and coffee, is that just your go-to?
Yeah, and if I can find it, coconut ice cream. If I can find it and it's good, I'll get coconut.
So like you go to a local ice cream shop and they don't have coffee. What's like your next thing?
Chocolate.
That's so interesting.
If I'm feeling fruity.
So like you search out coffee.
Yeah.
Interesting. If you're feeling fruity, what?
If I'm feeling fruity, strawberry. I like the kind that has the little chunks of strawberry in it.
Oh, wait. So like that's why you love Arby's Jamocha.
Yes. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jamocha shake's a big deal for me.
I understand now.
Yeah.
No, mine literally it literally depends on the mood I'm in.
Yeah, you look like a sherbet guy.
I honestly, I can't tell you the last time I've had sherbet.
You look like you would pull up to an ice cream party and they'd be like, we have Klondikes, we have Snicker ice cream bars,
I take a Snicker ice cream bar.
We've got mini cones, and then she would list 80 other things, and then you'd go, ooh, looks good. You got any sherbet?
No, I don't like sherbet that much actually.
How do you
So,
is it sherbet or the other way? How do you say it?
sherbet?
Sorbet.
Oh no.
I say sorbet.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
You've been
do.
saying it's sherbet
Yeah,
this whole
because
time.
you said it like that.
No,
I say sorbet. How do you pronounce the spice that's spelled Basil? Say it. Say it. Say it.
you fucking say
You
it.
say it first.
You say it.
You say it.
Basil?
Wrong.
You say it, you fucker.
Basil. Basil.
Oh, I'm about to cut this fucking podcast off.
This is what ends the podcast. This is me
Yeah.
saying basil.
No, I'm not really a sherbet guy for real. I just said that because I was just saying.
Hey,
it
here's
really
a quick
depends on
question.
the
What
mood.
is sherbet? What is sherbet?
I was about to say, well,
Here's another thing.
Is there not
Okay.
milk in it? There's not
I
milk
don't
in
know.
it.
Here's another thing that we're going to end on, and I genuinely mean this with my whole entire heart.
Ooh, say
It's
it.
a question that's plagued me for many, many
Oh
years.
no!
What the fuck is a Tootsie Roll?
It's like some kind of sludge.
It's chocolate,
No, it's
but it's not.
also what is chocolate?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, but it's like I've seen them make it, and it's like that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it's like a cacao bean.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, so I'm just eating like I'm eating beans?
You're eating nut, basically.
That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, because I mean,
You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't even seem
well,
right.
it's weird that like there's all these beans. It's like these are lima beans, these are navy beans. When you go to Chipotle, you want black beans.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, what about this bean? And they're like, no, that makes decadent sweetness.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. It's like why didn't you smooth black beans out and then add sugar to it and make it into chocolate? Like I don't know.
that is interesting. Beans are very versatile because there's also
Yeah.
coffee beans.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Beans be on some shit.
Dude, beans do be on some shit. We're not even high.
We're not even nothing about we are completely sober. We're just so tired.
This entire episode has been nothing but a true test of our 5.5 listeners.
We're depressed and tired.
We're depressed, we're tired, but here we are just talking. And here's the thing, you know what's crazy? We're depressed, we're tired, we're just recording shit that comes to the front of our freaking mind. And we're still better than 85% of the other shit shows out there that you motherfuckers listen to. Quit listening to a murder podcast unless you want to. You bitches want to get murdered so bad. You lay in your bed at night hoping that you hear your window slide open and someone would love and care about you enough to slide a knife across your fucking throat. And all you dudes out there listening to a sports podcast, nobody cares about the NFL. Nobody cares about what quarterback does this or that. Guess what? You gay.
Yeah.
You gay. Quit listening to your football podcast. Jesus. Listen to this. It's better. It's better. We've got a cat. Look at the cat.
We've talked about
Look at her.
Literally nothing.
Look at the cat. Look at the cat. What other podcast has that kind of content?
We have a mascot.
There's a cat. I'm going to end my life.
Fuck you. Call your mama.
Call your mother. Call your mother. For those of you out there, call your mother.
Call your mother.
Call your mother. Tell her you love her. Call your mother.
See ya.
See ya.